Sacred Heart Elementary staff presentation concerning cyberbullying. So, what is cyberbullying? Cyberbullying is any type of harassing, threatening, demeaning language. It can be done through mean comments, online rumors, and even sexual remarks. So, what are some communication device facts? As staff, we know that almost all of our students have some kind of communication device. Well, 93% of our children between the ages of 8 and 18 have computers. 66% of children have a personal cell phone, and 79% of children have other multimedia devices, such as an iPad or tablet, that they can communicate on. And what are some facts about cyberbullying? Where nearly one third of to one half of youths have been cyberbullied in some aspect. All bullying is about power and gaining social status. It is not just because they don't like a person, it's because they know they can overpower that person. For girls, it tends to be name calling and labeling. And for boys, the main attack is on their sexual orientation. 37% of students have admitted to making fun of a peer online. But only 18% of parents, when asked, said that their child would do that. So parents do not always know what their child is doing online, and we need to make them aware of that. 35% of people have had a screenshot of someone's status or photo sent to them for the purpose of bullying. And the most common type of bullying is mean comments at 22.5%. 61% of teens who report being bullies say it was because of their appearance. So people are being judgmental on how people look, and they're posting that online. So what are the impacts of cyberbullying? Well, cyberbullying attributes to more teen suicides than any other reason. It can have serious impacts on our students' self-esteem, how they feel about themselves, impacts how they behave at school. Children who are bullied are or more likely to be victims of fraud, and more women have negative effects from being bullied. 66% of women felt powerless about responding to their bulliers, and 63% couldn't sleep well, which also affects how they react and how they act in their day to day business. And 61% lost their own self confidence. What are the signs that we as a staff need to look for concerning cyberbullying? Well, the biggest one is depression. How are our students acting at school? Are we noticing a change in their behavior? Do we need to check up with them or talk to other people who deal with them? Are they starting to skip school? Do we need to check why they're skipping school? Is it because they're feeling bad and unhealthy, or is it because they are depressed by being cyberbullied? Are they starting to get bad grades? Are their grades slipping? Are we noticing a change in how they're doing their homework? Bad health. Are they starting to complain about headaches or stomach aches? Are they acting unusual concerning their health? Are they themselves becoming a bully? Are they trying to gain power to counteract the part of them being bullied themselves? Or are they just plain giving up? Have you heard them talking about suicide or running away? So, as a staff, how can we prevent cyberbullying? Well, the first thing we need to do is debunk misperceptions of digital behavior. We need to make sure that our students know that what digital behavior is, that it is not just a common occurrence of seeing people's videos or making fun of people. We need to build empathy and understanding. We need to talk about our Catholic social teachings. We need to discuss the Beatitudes. We need to discuss the virtues and how we are to live those in our daily lives. We need to teach online safety skills. When our students are working on their computers, or when we are doing some kind of activity that needs some digital um, communication? Are we teaching them how to use those safely? And we need to equip our youth with strategies to stop digital abuse. How to handle that abuse, when to talk to an adult, how to help each other out by banding together to stop bullying. Some legislation that is passed is 49 states have enacted cyberbullying prevention laws. And schools do have authority to discipline students when speech is articulated or or behavior off campus results in a clear disruption of the school environment. Are they bringing it to school? Are they talking about someone being bullied, or are they doing the bullying themselves and talking about it at school? As a staff, we have the right to discipline students that are bringing that to school. In Kansas, school districts must adopt a policy to prohibit bullying and must adopt and implement a plan to address bullying. Kansas anti-bullying laws do not specify required content of district policies or plans. But here at Sacred Heart, we follow the Salina Diocese policy. The Salina Diocese Catholic Schools views bullying as unchristian behavior, and it will not be tolerated. We define bullying as an act which repeatedly hurts other individuals, either through physical, verbal abuse, indirectly, or through the use of technology. So this can include pushing, hitting, shoving. It could include name calling, teasing, sarcasm. It could be excluding people or being mean to them or using hurtful gestures or writing written comments hurtfully. It can also be done through the communication of email, cell phone, camera, chat rooms, text messaging. Bullying is also deliberate and sustained. It's not a one-time deal. If we see someone constantly picking on somebody, we need to deal with that. It is intended to isolate, hurt, or humiliate another individual. Are we seeing someone humiliating somebody by saying something mean to them? And bullying is unprovoked. Someone starts it to get power over somebody else. Staff members of Catholic schools should remain alert to signs of bullying and act promptly and firmly against it according to the school's discipline policy, which we just discussed. We need to report incidents of bullying to the principal or teacher in charge, who will determine if further disciplinary action should be taken and or if parents should be notified. We also need to offer support and encouragement to students being bullied, including notifying parents, principal, and or staff as needed, and encouraging our students to refrain from bullying behavior and encourage reporting of any bullying behaviors they witness. We as a staff need to work together to make sure that bullying does not happen in our school.